From the ugliest fish in the world to crustaceans that'll make your skin crawl. Top 10 strange and creepy deep sea creatures. Number 10. The fangtooth fish. As hideous and as scary as these are, they're supposedly harmless to humans, although personally I wouldn't want to get too close to one. They're normally found around 1,000 to 2,000 metres below the surface, but have been found as deep as 5,000 metres below. And they get their name fangtooth from their obviously oversized and protruding teeth. And relative to the body size, they have the largest teeth of any ocean creature. To close their mouths, they have little pockets inside the skull where the teeth can actually slide. But the fish themselves are usually only around 7 inches long, so not quite as scary as they first appear. Or are they? Number 9. The giant spider crab. Another freaky deep sea creature that isn't meant to be much threat to humans. They do look like something out of the War of the Worlds though. Mainly found off the coast of Japan, these crabby beasts can go up to 12 foot across and weigh over 40 pounds. Despite their freakish proportions and just general weirdness, they're sometimes eaten and are thought of as a delicacy in Japan. So considering we can eat them, they shouldn't be able to take over the world, hopefully. Number 8. Giant isopod. Looking like a huge ugly woodlouse, which also freaked me out by the way. There's just something creepy about these. They are largely scavengers living on the seafloor as deep as 7,000 feet below the surface and maybe even deeper, and eat dead animals that fall to the floor, and slow moving prey like sea sponges. They usually grow between 7 and 14 inches long, and some have been spotted on camera 2.5 feet long. Ugh. Number 7. Frilled shark. There's a couple of things that make this shark weird. Apart from looking like an underwater man member from some angles, it's also very eel-like. When one was brought aboard a boat alive, it apparently turned itself back like an eel would and tried to bite one of the deckhands on the boat. This shark's genetics go back around 95 million years, and they get their name from that frilled appearance of the 6 gills around the neck. They have around 300 pin-like teeth that face backwards into its mouth, so when it bites its prey, there's no escape. Number 6. The anglerfish. Weird because of how it hunts its prey, this is a perfect example of evolution at work. The anglerfish has a small luminescent lure that goes over its head to attract prey within range before striking. And with a mouthful of dagger-like teeth, once it does, it's generally game over. But most of the time these fish just drift along, conserving as much energy as possible, only showing bursts of speed when avoiding threats or attacking food. Number 5. The viperfish. Like the anglerfish, these weird creatures use bioluminescence to light up a lure and attract prey, but sometimes the whole body also lights up. And like the fangtooth, it has hideous dentures. But unlike the fangtooth, when this one closes its mouth, its teeth are left on the outside. Attractive. It uses its huge gnashes to impale its prey with a burst of speed and doesn't have any real preferred food, eating anything it comes across and can kill. They typically only grow around 2 foot long, but that's more than long enough I think. Number 4. The gulper or pelican eel. Although technically not even an eel, they're very eel-like, and anything similar to that is just naturally creepy and unnerving in some way. Its name coming from its mouth, which is huge compared to the rest of its body, and is also loosely hinged so it can open it extremely wide, and with an expanding stomach, the gulper eel can eat prey a lot larger than itself. They live as deep as 3,000 metres below the surface, maybe even deeper, and so there's not loads known about them, but they're undeniably scary looking. Number 3. The blobfish. Easily one of the ugliest animals on the planet, the blobfish should really stay in the deep. And when it's in its natural habitat around 1,000 metres down, although no looker, it's nowhere near as ugly as it is when it's on the surface. The reason for this is mainly their body type. They have next to no muscle mass and are mainly gelatinous, which is fine at depth with increased pressure, and it helps them float around and expend nearly no energy, and that pressure holds in all the ugly. But at the surface and at our pressure, the whole body relaxes into a gorgeous mess, which is the blobfish. I'm sure I went with a girl like that once. Anyway, number 2. The goblin shark. Another deep sea shark with a long genetic lineage. Some of this shark's genes go as far back as 125 million years. They have been found in all 3 main oceans and they are unbelievably ugly. They usually reach around 4 meters in length but can grow much bigger. And although they're very offensive to the eyes, they're no real risk to humans. And they have relatively small fins and a small tail which makes them slow swimmers, so they mainly forage for food and eat slow moving fish and crustaceans. Number 1. The giant squid. Now, stories of ship-destroying giant squid have been around for hundreds of years, and a lot of people say that them stories are just myths. But it's not so much what we know about these giants that's interesting, it's more what we don't know. Until the early 2000s, nobody had even got an image of a live giant squid. Most of the research instead coming from dead ones that were washed ashore, found inside fishing nets, or in the stomachs of whales. The largest recorded so far was 43 foot in length, and they have the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, growing as big as 1 foot across. It grabs its prey with 2 long feeding tentacles and drags it back to its 8 sucker-covered arms. Then it rips it up with its beak. Really not the best way to go. That's it for today. If you enjoyed the list of ugly, weird, creepy things and would like to see more videos like that, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you!